Okay, so we'll start at the beginning. This is the one and only original macrophylla hydrangea. As you can see, she's lost most of the color, um, but they still just look beautiful, even though they're clearly over. But the green has got that aged, vintagey, romantic look. And for some strange reason, she's pushed out a couple of new blooms. We've got the Eustacia Vi here. Looks like got a few buds coming. That would be like the third flush. Really impressed with these roses this year. Considering, like I said, most of them are in their first year. Really beautiful. This is the Mystic Spires salvia. Got so huge there. I've just cut a few sprigs off for my vase. And in the back there, I believe that is the Bishop of Canterbury dahlia. This is the La Villa Cotta rose. This is, see, the poet's wife is down here throwing out a couple of blooms. Now the bed is not going to be this full. I think I told you before that I've put quite a lot of potted plants that are for a different project. I've had to put them in the borders because we had a party here. So we've put them in the borders, and quite surprisingly actually they fit in quite seamlessly, just giving you that full border effect. So it's an indication of how it will look when everything matures and, you know, grows into its full size. But I'll let you know what's, if there's something in bloom but it's in a pot, I will let you know. I'm really happy with this little patch here of the Bonica rose. You can see there's one, two, and this is the third. Now remember, I did say to you that I thought I'd lost this one, but look at the growth of it. If we move this dahlia pot out of the way. Hold on. That poet's wife smells gorgeous. Okay. Right, so remember I said to you I thought I'd lost this third one because I moved it at an incredibly inappropriate time. But look at that growth. So no, I don't think we're going to get any blooms from it this season, but it's doing really well. The other two are giving us some blooms. Ow. So this is Bonica rose. And then, of course, we have the pink Annabelles that are not so pink anymore in the back there. The Incredibles, and actually the ones that are white are my two new flowerful hydrangeas that will be, they're still in the pot, but they'll be going into the ground this autumn. The pink Annabelle has given us a couple of fresh blooms as well. And these dahlias, which I really love, these are the Sarah Raven dahlias. That's how they look when they're first opening. And let's see, this is a better bloom over here. Beautiful. Okay. And the Claire Austin rose that I've had so much trouble with, let's step back so we can have a look, is, finally giving me some blooms. I think I still will move it though come autumn. But yeah, this is Claire Austin. And the clematis that goes with it, it's been growing vigorously, not as vigorous as the one that's across the garden in the in full sun, but looking really good. And look at these. Oh my goodness. I so love the chocolate cosmos. I can't wait to plant these in the ground. I'm not 100% sure where they're going to go, but I love that color. Beautiful. And the catmint. This is your Walker's Low catmint, was cut back about 7 weeks ago now and just fully flushed back out. And then here we have the Choco Chic hydrangea. And the hydrangeas back here, these are all in pots. They're just the pink Annabelle hydrangeas, which is not for my garden, but they're here at the moment. These dahlias that are in part shade, but they're doing really well. I've cut off most of the blooms this morning. The begonias. Look at these flowers, guys. Isn't that gorgeous? Stunning. So my variegated star jasmine. This one's in part shade. The other one is in, I would say, part shade too, but it gets a little bit more sun than the other one does. They're doing really well. I can't wait to see them next year, like when they, have had a really good chance to root down properly and put on some more growth. So they'll get more sun as they climb this arch here. Echinaceas, they've just been blooming for absolutely ages. It's amazing. This is at least 6 weeks of blooms. I've had some gladioli opening up back here. You see that? Gorgeous. The hydrangeas. Oh my goodness, they are looking a little bit tired, aren't they? We've got some browning. I think it's a watering issue because this middle one was moved in, I want to say May. The middle one was moved in May. And so it's got a little bit more browning than the one over here. And that's obviously, I think, down to its roots not being down as well. So it's not being able to get the water as well as it needs to. I have another limelight hydrangea here, and in the autumn I've decided that although I do love how the phantom hydrangea looks, I think it's going to be better if it's all uniform and there is a hedge here of the 3 limelight hydrangeas, which will give me that little privacy that I want in the back, because I'm thinking instead of growing my fruit and veg here, I think I want a bench for the rose, the rambler that's planted back here, to climb over on its way to climbing around the perimeter fence there. Oh, look at this bee balm. It's so cool. It's giving me like a double I didn't think that, or I don't think that this is how it's supposed to be, but I'll take it. That double flower bee balm, isn't that lovely? The royal bumble salvias back there, giving me that pop of red. They're in pots, but I'm really enjoying that pop of red. So I'm thinking I may well plant them in the ground over there. The alliums are growing nicely. They're millennium alliums. And this gorgeous thing, this is the Bliss Parfumer. Cannot get enough of this rose. Absolutely gorgeous. So beautiful. This is Little Lime Punch hydrangea, still in its pot, but it will be going in the ground come autumn. And this is the like the baby limelight, an improved version. So the punch part means that it goes pink and then red as the autumn season comes in. And as you can see, it's already showing you exactly what she's made of. And the stems are like super, super sturdy. Lovely. In the back there, that's some nondescript rose that I got from the supermarket as a miniature rose. I planted it last year and, you know, it's had its problems, a bit of black spot and all of that type of stuff, but it's given me some lovely blooms, although it will be moved come autumn. Astrantia growing here. Can't remember what variety that is. And we've got our beautiful Roseanne geranium. Look at that. Gorgeous. In the front there, that is the Groundbreaker Hydrangeas. I'm really impressed with these. First year in the ground, and yeah, they're turning that lovely shade of pink that we want from our panicle hydrangeas. It seems to be, it turns pink from the bottom up. Truly beautiful. That silver dollar in the background here, this is a silver dollar hydrangea. That one's just gone to green. And I'm wondering if if it will turn pink for me. I'm not sure. The salvia here. And this is, that's the Fruity Parfuma rose. That's what we have going on here. Gertrude Jekyll. Just throwing out these long canes. I did buy it as a shrub, but I'm not ready to cut it back as yet because it's its first year. I'm just kind of giving things time to really root down, and I'm not doing anything too severe to them yet. Now there's a jumble of things here because we have some pots that I put in the ground for the garden party. However, I am thinking it's the perfect place for this hibiscus. I think I will keep that one and put the hibiscus in the ground there for that late summer pop of color right there. Now in the background there, I'm sure you can see the gorgeous Eden Rose. Looking stunning as only an Eden Rose can. The clematis, that's Polish Star. Are we focusing? That's the Polish Star clematis in the background there, the purple. An assortment of dahlias. Big dinner plate version, like the starry orange, and then that girly pink. And look at this dahlia. I'm not sure what variety that is, but look at that. Isn't that a beautiful flower? It's lovely. Absolutely lovely. Yeah, so the echinaceas, they've been doing a great job. Been in flower for about 6 weeks or so. Still looking really good. The Shasta daisies, they've gone to sleep. I should probably cut them back a little bit more than they currently are. Probably do that later. This is Sweet Honey. Such a strong, healthy rose. I mean, it's unbelievable that this was planted in this bed this year. So good. My oxalis doing well. Probably needs a feed. The leaves are looking a bit yellow, more yellow than I'd like. And we're not even going to go back here because, like I said, there's a jumble of pots and things that aren't for this garden. And these are the cherry chocolate cosmos, which, you know, they are beautiful. But for some reason, I kind of prefer the chocolate cosmos. Now let's have a look. Is that gonna, there we go. They're the petals from the cherry chocolate. And if we run across here, these are, that's the chocolate cosmos. That doesn't want to focus. Hold on, guys. This is the Olivia Austin rose. This is going in for its third flush now. And again, I think it's a really, really pretty rose. It smells nice, but I'm just not overwhelmed with it as I am with some of the others. And I say that only because the online reviews that I've seen like really rave about this rose, and maybe I'm missing something, or maybe she just hasn't settled in yet. But again, under the same time constraints as the other ones that I've spoken to you about, yeah, it's nice, but I'm not bowled over. Let's just say that. Maybe next year I will be. Here we've got some jasmine growing here, and you can see the leaves. It needs something. I think it needs a little bit of iron in this pot because it's not planted in ericaceous compost, but I didn't see that jasmine needed that. And possibly the calibrachoas in here, they are vigorous feeders and they do look rather healthy, so I'm guessing that probably that's taking all the nutrients out of the soil, so the poor jasmine's not getting a chance to get as much as it needs. The reason I planted that there though was I didn't expect for the jasmine to give me this much growth so soon. So I thought, while I wait for it to fill out, the calibrachoas would, you know, entertain the pot. But the jasmine has done really well. So I could have possibly done without putting anything else in that pot, and I won't do next year. We'll leave it in there on its own, I think. This is my sweet, sweet Gabriel oak. Absolutely nothing going on at the moment, but you know, I will forgive this rose anything. Still looks really good. Got a bit of yellowing happening in my leaves here. The new growth still looks nice. And wow, look, generous gardener, both of them. Look at this. The one across, which was planted a few months later, looks like it's actually catching up, to be honest. You know, it's relatively the same size. If I just step back there, they're almost at the same height. I've started to tie in an S shape. I don't know if you can see that there. So we go around. I've come up, and I'm going to take this over. But I was doing that with this one here. Had a bit of an accident. Can you see that? And snapped it. Just, you know, pulled it just a bit too far, and it snapped on me. but it will recover. And again, like I said, this is 1 year's growth, the generous gardener. Continual blooms, lots of vigorous growth. Really happy with this rose, or with these roses, I should say. The one on the right gets a little bit more sunshine than the one on the left does, but the one on the left has absolutely caught up with it, and I think it's gotten itself to a height where it's getting that little bit more sunshine. And I don't know, guys, what do you think? Do you think we're going to reach the top by next year? I don't know. Maybe by the end of the season next year. Is that too ambitious of me? Anyway, I think I'm going to leave this. Oh, before we go, let's have a look in this corner here. Oh, Gabriel Oak, we've got one bud. This is my Princess Anne rose, taking a break. These single petaled calibrachoas. And this is the Constant Spry, which flowers once a year, mimicking like a rambler, but it's quote unquote a climbing rose, not a rambling rose. It's growing in this pot, and next year I won't put anything extra in the pot with it, especially not something as vigorous as the calibrachoas that just they look gorgeous, don't they? I think they look so beautiful. That color is wonderful. But it's done so well. It's put on a lot of growth, and I'm going to train it to come over this window here. I don't know if you can see where I've put the wires. So I think also by next year we'll be reaching that top wire. So really happy with the growth there. Yep. We've got Boscobels taking a rest. And look at my lovely hanging basket. Like sometimes slow and steady does win the race, because I had some other hanging baskets. I went away, they were in full sun. This one was in part shade. And so therefore it didn't miss not being watered for that few days. And while the other hanging baskets just went to sleep on me, this one just, you know, ticked along, and I think it's looking really gorgeous. I planted ivy in here, which is just about the only place that I would plant ivy is in a pot, but it looks really nice. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it here for the back garden. I think I will upload another video so it's not so long, showing you what's going on in the front and in the container garden by the front door. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again next time. Bye bye.